minus armor as well as a ton of magic damage, which is
consumables. In fact, that's actually all the health pots gone from the top lane.
But he's level 3. It's just getting past that first couple levels. I'm sure most offlaners would gladly sacrifice all their regions to get level 3 safely.
Moon, fairly aggressive, man. In fact, that's very aggressive. With the stuns, he had 2 fairy fires, but that's a lot of damage. All he had to do was just walk. He was walking up to farm up a big creep wave that was...
Might have.
Well, there's help coming in. Maposhka's going to rotate in through the river. He's only got himself a Wild Wing, which will start the tornado now. The T1 tower's under pressure. Double CBs are on the way. Maposhka, no enchant. Beautiful kick onto King R, who is very low. Gets the Hex over on Fly. Wants to get the stun onto No-Tal. However, the Razor's doing some work, but he doesn't have enough more, or does he? With extra movement speed, they're going to catch up to Fly. It's going to be the Enchantress to do it. The Razor into No-Tal. He's got 1 charge that's available. That regeneration rune didn't do enough, and the Iron Shell burn damage onto No-Tal, hurting like hell. Another kick from Crit, not making enough space. Half-Life, they're going in very deep here, Team Empire. Miracle will arrive instantly into the spin. Maposhka can't stop this. Untouchable will not save him. Crit staying in close as well. Now they're going to try and hit him the old-fashioned way. While Batrider might be killing off Lycan and Solo on the top lane, Maposhka's got 3 heroes right behind him. You don't have a spin available, but you got a Breathe Fire to do the job. And looks like the Lyca, she died smack bang in the middle of the lane. No,
it more than makes up for the first blood, and
he's level 6 now. And notice he's also level 6 without Lasso. He went for a 303 build, so it's high points up in that Firefly, plus Sticky Napalm and Ramses. He's going down again inside the Firefly. He'll go into dog form, wants to turn around to attack onto Moon. Ramses, no! Oh, Moon's gonna get another one! It's actually 2-on-1 for that to work. Meanwhile, Miracle takes bottom T1 tower.
Well, town by sentries. That's pretty gimmicky. And
well, they're gonna go again. It's on Moon. Ramses going into ulti form. He thinks he's got this revenge kill. Moon's been asking for it, but the kick will come in. Then a follow-up. Oh, that silence. Miracle's only flash doesn't do enough to spin, however, on the King R. That will do the job. He finds one. The walls with the double iron shells are back, however. So Miracle's going to go down. Healing Ward not doing enough. As Moon's also on the run, the Wolves will not follow any further, but Team Empire, easy trade-off for them.
As you mentioned.
However, they're going to lose Scandal. Frostbite's available here from Fly. You're trying to wait enough time for that Moon to blink forward with the Flame Break. It cancels the Requiem of Soul. Now it's going to fly out. But Scandal, well, he'll still end up dying. Okay, Miracle. Does he believe he can kill off Maposhka here? He can isolate Maposhka, which he should be able to, but he can't because they go around the tree line. That's not going to work, but Ramses... Oh, he got clipped! The Flame Break from Moon pushed him up. Moon will lose his life for this. And Ramses kind of has to use his TP scroll already. Down again. An Empire getting kicked inside the pit. They just lost their vision because they de-watered before. No-Tal doesn't really give a crap. He's currently taking out the tier 2 tower on the top lane after they've already taken out that tier 1 tower. And, okay. One crit comes in a little bit too close. King R. He's going to miss the stump. He's got a lot of movement speed behind him. Crit actually missing the pullback as well. And with Finger of Death available, they could potentially find that kill, but they just let Roshan go. Maposhka now Omni Slash. He can't get the kill. He can't get the bounce off the Wild Wing. That's what he was hoping to have happen. But now the rest of Empire, as they try and bail outside the pit, they're going to get caught. Crit jumps himself forward, combining up there with Moon. They'll turn on the Magnetize as well. As that's a lot of movement speed from a Lion being surged away. It's now going to wear off. Scandal winding up the ultimate. They go inside the spin. Scandal's going to go down. There goes your Aegis to the Immortal. That's right now OG playing scrappy fighting, but it's working in a perfect skirmish formation. They isolate Scandal. 5 heroes around him, in fact. He'll go down. And Afterlife is on the run. Moon with no Firefly, just his blink. He's not going to catch him.
Need to farm the Ancient, or more importantly, do that Roche, both of which Lycan kind of needs.
They're just going to go?
Yes.
They're just going to go. You still only got level 1 Necro Book. There's no jump over on the Lion. Moon, however, that was a very quick hex. The follow-up stun. The Finger of Death too far away for crit. Man, those kicks are right on point. Silencing up all of Empire, but they will burn up the mech. Gives a lot of life back again. And now the jump. Moon, he gets his target. He drags back Maposhka, and damn, they do a lot of damage. And the rest of Empire will bail out of here. Idea seemed good, and then all of a sudden, Spirit.
Enchantress, has she really done any damage this game? Lion, he's still very far away from his Blink Dagger. SF, just pure building.
Miracle got the kill. Omni Slash onto Afterlife, and he's just scratching his head, wondering how this is even possible. We'll explain it in a moment as King R slaughtered with a double damage of Miracle. Moon, he doesn't actually have his ultimate available, but it doesn't matter. Miracle burns through him, and in fact, actually, the real burning is done by Moon. But look at the 3 sentries. you've...
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what, he doesn't?
No, he doesn't.
Okay, then they go. They most definitely go. This is a tier 3 tower time. You can breathe fire all you want. The mech triggered very early on, trying to keep the street wave alive. And there's your lasso, hooking up and dragging back Scandal. He's going to go almost instantly into Requiem of Souls. They bring down one, the buyback coming out there from the DK. Fly lets it go. That'll get a revenge kill onto Scandal. Miracle spinning back the rest of the wave here of Team Empire. Maybe coming a little bit too far forward. So is Notel. That's done from King R. Lines up for 2, but they don't have the damage output anymore. Ramses is too low. The flame break barely out of range of Ramses. And now the rest of Empire, they will actually just TP out. They do significant damage to the tier 3 tower, get a buyback on the DK.
For a Miracle looking for a solo pick, he might get an Afterlife.
Maybe, but SF Scandal is right around the corner, and now Ramsey going to finally... Did you see? I think he saw Miracle go into the trees. Or no, he didn't. They get a D ward, which is nice. They actually get 3 with just that 1 sentry, 2 sentries and knobs. But they don't know the Juggernaut's there. Miracle is just playing the waiting game. He knows they're around. In comes Moon. Fireflied up, the Invis there, Blink Lasso, catches down the line, Miracle moves forward, oh my, he hits hard, and again, crit with the kick into a 3-man zone, and the Magnetite, let it all go all over Empire's face right now. The Requiem of Souls are trying to negate a lot of this, and maybe now with Lycan, he can actually do some work. Team Empire, this is the best they've looked so far, but they've still got a double kill on crit, which they have to worry about. Darkseer is not a healthy man, he went back, and Roshan...
I talked earlier about how his armor wasn't terribly useful because of Impetus, Lion Finger, Darkseer Ion Shell, you know, these sort of things. And if you're not scared, if your armor isn't going to be very useful, you need, you know, magic immunity. Yeah, he's burning.
Okay, now he's actually no, he's not. Flame hit here from OG.
That's why you have a Bat Rider. Oh, that's way too late.
Yeah, Roshan's already done. Empire's got it. They're going to get out. OG is, however, smoked up, and there's your jump. They find Scandal. They need some kind of counter initiation before Scandal goes down, but the damage from Miracle is just so big, having a double damage rune, but they only burn through the Aegis Immortal. Notel taking considerable damage, killing off that Necrobook, and now Scandal lines up the ulti. Fly, letting the ulti go as well. They've already lost 2 of their big cores at Empire. They're happy to just keep running this one off. You've got 2 huge cores down. Now they just want to pick up a couple of consolation prizes. The main one being that Earth Spirit. He's done so much. The Yule Scepter, TP, is there a disable this? Yep, they do not have one. You've brought down 2 big cores.
Did not get his ultimate off. Nice Hex Finger coming out from Lion. And dubious decision making from OG. I think they were also waiting for the chicken to bring them the smoke so they could get a jump on the Empire.
Yep. This seemed like it a little bit late. Now fortifications to come. 8 seconds until Miracle's alive again. And it looks like Empire is very, very uncertain about finishing this job.
No BKB up on Scandal. 5 seconds. Now they should feel a lot more comfortable going up that hill. Necro at the ready.
Yep. So let's see how OG fights this one. Maposhka gets initiated on. Moon up into the Firefly, looking for a target with a back from Afterlife. Causes the issue, but again, crits all over Empire like a hot rash, looking for more as Moon dragging up Ramsey. He's being omni-flashed up too. Will there be enough? Miracle will finally move down. Okay, Empire, you thought you had an advantage, but you had nothing. They've lost 3 heroes. They're about to lose 4. King R does not have a chance of surviving through this one. They're all around him, and there's the spin even from Miracle to ensure it. But it's Fly who kills secures with the Nova, and that's 4 heroes down.
Far behind in terms of gold and Mega Farm.
He doesn't see him.
He will.
One came down too late. Now Empire will actually smoke and move out. The smoke's gonna break. Moon instantly jumps. They find Scandal, the Omni Flash actually isolating up that SF2. Rip comes out. SF will finally go down with a spin. Out from Miracle to find the job as Crit tries to escape out. He's actually backed into a huge wall. They need more stuns, however. They need more damage. Ramsey just forced back out. This one Fly leads into a perfect Nova position. And that's going to be Empire retreating back inside their base. I thought with that back, maybe there was a glimpse of hope.
No damn.
Small push in through mid. But they can go for more if they want to. But do they? Here comes OG. Can they catch off? Maposhka's probably going to be the easiest target, especially when you walk straight into the middle of OG. They don't commit any abilities at all, apart from Firefly from Moon, but that wasn't looking for him. It put the Firefly initiation.
Well, here they go with the healing ward, Siege.
Bring on the kitty.
Yeah, let's hear the Mew.
With Dragon Form up as well, Afterlife. He can blink and try and go for the back, but that back in the wall really doesn't hit anything. Notel walks back into it, making a friend of himself at the moment. We've already managed to bring down the Lion. The battle with the Omni Slash. Scandal's getting ripped apart right now. Miracle needs one more attack to finish the job. The last two, however, is holding Rams in position, and Miracle will come down to help with the rest of his team. SF had to retreat, and this looks like a secondary Rax. It also looks like the end of hope for Team Empire.
The power of the DK in their lineup too. No Tail is like, you can't ignore him. He doesn't do that much damage, but the amount of stuns that he puts out, Scandal.
That ulti does practically nothing. With the spin going off from one, the Yules from the other, No Tail's getting raised, 4-staffed away. Now he can just armlet toggle his way back to victory as Scandal. He keeps the chase going, but the kick, in fact the pullback, did its work, and there it is. The GG call will finally come out. And I don't know who you want to give an MVP to in this game, but I want to say Crit. Like, Crit's been so good throughout this entire series.
I think Moon for this game, because he shut down Ramses really hard early, which kind of relieved the Roshan pressure from OG, so they could stay in their lanes a little bit longer and farm up the items that they needed to. Yeah, he gave it that early death, but also I think his jump